Cancers, welcome to your mid-January 2017 tarot reading. So, I feel like I'm reading for two separate groups altogether. The first group, I feel that there might have been this is purely relationships. There might have been some new information that came to light. There might have been some decisions as it pertains to like separating yourself from a significant partner. There might have been you're either breaking up with them, you have broken up with them in the recent, the past 3 weeks or so, or there's contemplation about breaking up. And then others of you, the relationship might have been going really well. There was a lot of excitement, there's a lot of chemistry, but there's lack of compatibility, and so you're going through a period of reassessing whether or not it's worth continuing. I see that the chemistry, the passion is very, very strong, but innately it's difficult for you to see a sense of direction where the relationship is headed, because you're projecting into the future. And while you have this really strong emotional connection with another person, you just don't know how it's going to come together. You don't know how, you don't know, like 2 3 months or 2 or 3 years down the road where you both are going to be, either in career, either in, geography. You don't know how things are going to work. So I feel that a lot of you, this is weighing heavily on your mind, and you're trying to make you're trying really hard to make things work, but you don't realistically see how it's going to be. And then for others of you in a relationship too, I feel like some information came to light, and you're kind of like, you have to take off those, rose tinted glasses and look at the situation, look at the reality of the situation, and see what you need to do. I feel that many of you might have recently separated from somebody, might have left them behind, or either are geographically separated from another person. And so you're trying to, take care of responsibilities in your own life. What I'm also feeling as well is I feel that some of you who are in, relationships right now where you have children, you're sharing a home together, you're sharing a property together, and you are still very much with your partner. There's a lot of, so those of you who are especially married or sharing space with a significant partner, and especially if you have children together, I do feel that there's lack of compromise. There's lack of compatibility in the ways in which you navigate the energies with around each other. It's been a little bit trying. It's been a little bit taxing. I feel like you're with somebody who's actually quite, emotionally supportive, but I feel like they're a little bit more practical, meaning they're not like the romantic type. They're not somebody that gives you a lot of, reassurance, nurturing, feedback, and they're not very gentle. I feel like they're more on the practical front, where they take care of real world responsibilities. So they might seem a little bit abrasive. They might seem like, like rough around the edges, like scruffy is what I'm feeling. And so you're not getting your emotional needs met. And I do feel in that situation you need to have a conversation, because I do sense like, if you're in a relationship and you're not completely 100% emotionally nurture, I feel some of you, you have you're looking outside of the relationship. Not that you're stepping outside of it, but it seems almost as if you have that emotional void that's not being fulfilled in your existing relationship. So automatically, as a water sign, even, I feel that you're making these emotional connections, you're seeking these emotional connections from other people outside of the relationship. So it's leaving room for temptation. That's all it's saying. And that's something you want to be very careful about, okay? And I feel like this is not just, a Cancer reading. This is just human nature with all kinds of relationships and with all kinds of signs. So if something is not being, if your emotional needs are not being met in a relationship, it is really, really important to have a discussion, so that, you or the other partner are not succumbing to temptation and seeking other people to fill up that void that you should be getting in your own relationship. So that's something to be very mindful about. I do feel there is like strong attraction, but very, very strong incompatibility with somebody that you're personally involved with romantically. So this is something you want to, just be realistic about. If the communication, if compatibilities are just not strong, it's making things very difficult to fall into place and to have a harmonious union with another person. And then for others of you, I feel like the financial situation is not showing up strongly. So I feel finances looks very good. I do feel that you're not as busy as you were the past few months. I felt like very, very busy energy coming through for December. And I feel like this is a little bit more relaxing. The next 2 weeks seems to me to be a little bit more relaxing. And I do sense as well, there seems to be a lot of like mixing business with pleasure. And there might have been a lot of celebrations at work. There might have been a lot of deals that have gone through, so there's a celebratory energy at work. There might have been a lot more, going out with coworkers and mingling with the boss and the higher ups. So just be careful about, you know maintaining that professional distance with the people that you're working with. Okay, so don't blur the lines. Overall, things look very, very good. I just feel like, some certain relationships need to be sorted out, mainly because there are issues with compatibilities overall. We are ending this spread here with the star, and the star is basically your financial situation. I feel that is looking very good, is progressing, and it's becoming, a lot more stable than the past few months, which is always a nice thing to see for you guys. So I wish you the best. I'll be back for the February reading. Take care.